Welcome to the KVJ ATS Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Alrighty, here we go. Brand new week. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast. Happy Monday. Virginia made it back. I don't know how you do it, but you got in like 11 o'clock, and here you are. Yeah.
I don't know how I do it either.
And I was talking to Virginia last night. I saw her during one of our meetings, and you were on a plane. And did you have some cocktails?
All day.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Well, I mean, it was me and my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to a brunch, and there was a bar, and that's not my fault. I can't go to a brunch with a bar and not imbibe.
Yeah.
I notice anytime anyone's drinking and they're on some kind of a FaceTime or a laptop or whatever, when they go to talk, they lean in and put their face right onto the screen.
Hey, guys.
Like, why does Virginia keep leaning into the screen?
Squinty eyes.
I thought you were about to try to bite me through the screen.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Then the plane announcement started going off. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I was on the plane.
I'm glad you made it back.
Thank you. I'm glad I made it back, too.
How long was that plane ride?
So it was total travel time, maybe like 5 hours, 6 hours.
Still a lot, man.
Yeah, it's not bad. We had a layover in Atlanta, which I don't mind that much because I love the Atlanta airport. If you can't find food there, you're the problem.
Was the dude in the middle of the food court playing jazz music on the piano? Because that got me mesmerized. I loved it.
You know, I didn't do that terminal. We went over to the international terminal.
Of course.
Terminal F.
Okay.
For fancy?
For fancy.
Yeah.
That is correct. Terminal F is so tricked out. If you have a little bit of a layover in Atlanta, go to Terminal F because the stores are better. The food court is better.
Is it just newer, or is it because it's international?
It's brand new.
What?
And it's international.
Did you have a Fridays by where you were at?
I don't really go to Fridays.
I was over on that side of the airport when I was there.
They used to have a really sweet Fridays. I'm not sure if it's still a Fridays or not.
It is.
Fridays
Is it still Fridays?
It's not the best thing at that airport.
No, it's not. I went there when I went to Oregon. We had a layover in Atlanta, and I went to Fridays. And then halfway through the meal, I looked at Honeyface and go, I'm breaking my own fucking rules. I'm on a road trip and I'm at a chain restaurant. I know. I was
blowing it.
I did. I blew it. I always like to try something new when I'm on a road trip.
The great thing about the Atlanta airport is they have these massive touch screen boards that you can walk up to and you can look at all the restaurants in all the terminals. You can search by cuisine. You can search by how fancy do you want it to be. And it'll give you all the options so you can know, okay, I've got a hour layover or a 2 hour layover here in Atlanta. Let me maximize my time and go to the best restaurant for me on this whole entire board.
Yeah.
I wonder, too, does every airport have some kind of odd secret VIP type of thing you people can go to that maybe the commoners might not know about?
Yes.
Every airport, you think?
Well, not every airport, but most of them have either like a Centurion Lounge, which is American Express, or the Delta Sky Club, or they all have a club.
They were promoting that big time at the Atlanta. They're going,
Atlanta is Delta.
They're going, we've got the fancy club if you want to go over there. I'm like, I think we're going to Fridays.
Yeah, honestly, they're okay. I've been into some of the clubs. I'm not in any of those clubs, but I was traveling with a friend, and he has all that kind of fancy stuff. It's kind of boring, actually.
It looked boring.
Yeah, I was just like, eh. And honestly, I like the energy of having the people and everything. And that Fridays at Atlanta Hartsfield's pretty badass. I like that. I know you're talking about going to local places, but I just looked it up. They have the Atlanta Bread Company, but it's not like you're going to get unique cuisine. That's why I love what PBI is going to be doing, actually plunking in a couple of restaurants, like Cholo Soy. that are, so unique that you could go there and be like, oh my gosh, I'm having what, the locals would have in West Palm Beach. Some airports do that, but not enough.
You're right. You're right. Not enough.
They could do better.
They could.
So I would love to see it because that would be amazing because so often I've been to cities, like I've been to Houston's airport and I was there for a little while, but I haven't been around Houston. So to be able to go to the airport and say, I've got 3 hours, but I don't have enough time to go hit the town, it'd be cool to get a little taste of the city.
Absolutely. New Orleans started doing that in their airport.
Smart. They should.
There's a bunch of New Orleans stuff now, including Cafe Du Mont.
Yeah.
Well, just to let people know, if they are in Atlanta and they are going to Fridays and they want those awesome breadsticks they have, the Atlanta Fridays does not serve them. I was told, I did the investigation. They said, yeah, some Fridays do not get those breadsticks, which to me, Fridays is kind of known for.
Damn. Yeah. How are you going to come and you Fridays and you don't have the breadsticks?
I was a little disappointed because I went there just for the breadsticks.
Damn.
Now, another thing that you did was went to a theme park and you took a clear plastic purse and you filled it with honey mustard sauce.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just dipping like a boss.
Made a little video out of that. And you said that what you'd done was you went to the big dispensers that they have with the different condiments and you just filled up your thing that way. And somebody said, yeah, I just heard Virginia talking about the dispensers, but you might want to let her know that she's not the only one who likes them. This is a photo I took at Zoo Miami, and you can see there is a squirrel that is drinking right straight out of the big mayonnaise dispenser with his mouth on it and licking it.
That's fucking disgusting.
/ adorable.
It's cute because it's a squirrel, but that cannot be the only thing licking that thing. You think all these squirrels are licking it? Shit that.
Yeah.
I didn't see I was the only animal using it.
You do kind of wonder when you go to a stadium, they got all them condiments open for anybody to do whatever the fuck they want to.
Yeah, before people got here, were the animals here?
People all drunk. Oh, it'll be funny if I do this. Watch. Nah, I don't know, man. The older I've gotten, I go, I wouldn't fuck with that shit.
And another place you might want to check out is this restaurant called Jaybird's Nashville Hot Chicken.
Ooh.
Oh, someone sent that to me before.
Okay. And ironically, that's actually, at least this location is not in Nashville. This is Sedona, Arizona. Mark is there. He said, look what I found. You ever have a little trip here? You can come check it out. Lots of good Mexican food here. And Jaybird's. And you've got everything from blazing fries, the chop, darker white meat and fries you can get the half bird, and they even got some sandwiches like the Mac Daddy right there. You get also the spicy fries, and they also have mac and cheese as a side there at Jaybird's.
Ooh.
There's a lot of nicknames of Jaybirds. There's a lot of restaurants and bars and all kind of shit with the Jaybird name.
It's a good name for a chicken joint.
It is.
Yeah, I know there's another restaurant somewhere in the state of Florida that somebody always sends us, so they've gone by all Jaybird's.
There's a few.
Yeah, it's around. We had some kimchi on Friday after hearing that I think it is pretty good for you because it's like fermented and they're finding a lot of that stuff for gut health, whether it be the kombucha or any of those kind of things are a little fermented or actually good for whatever it does with the microbiomes. We had tried it because they were saying that somehow, too, it binds itself to the microplastics in your body. And they found that, at least in mice, it was flushing out twice the amount. It was just getting the microplastics right out of their system.
That's amazing, if that's true.
And Nina had said, just to let you know, the kimchi is not cooked. It's pickled, fermented from a raw state and has probiotic qualities from the fermentation process that helps clean the flora in your colon. But you might want to be aware because Ashley said, wanted to warn you guys, I bought the exact same jar that you guys had. I couldn't get it open. So I tried the trick where you hit the lid with a butter knife. And when I did that, the whole thing exploded. The gases inside the jar made it too tight to open easily. And so because of it, I had to buy my roommate a new toaster.
What a mess.
Kimchi all up in the toaster. It exploded. It's all over the walls.
Oh, my
gosh. And that stuff is the worst stuff to smell.
We are
like a jar of farts.
We are so sorry.
That is going to be, you're going to have that smell for a minute, man.
Damn.
Little bit of a warning, though.
It's pine sol time, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you go that route. Now, the box office this weekend flipped back and corrected itself a lot. Scary Movie captured the top position, $55 million.
I was nervous. I'm glad they did well.
Yeah, you never know because it was at 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't think they've ever really done well when it came to the critics' score.
No.
It's about the fans.
On that, yeah. So, you know what some people were saying, some people seem to really like it. In fact, I got to call them out today where somebody's like, it's so nice to see real comedy in the theater again. And so they thought that a little shout out to the Wayans brothers. It says, calling out the Wayans brothers for taking so long to make a Scary Movie sequel. That movie had me in stitches. Comedies are back, baby.
Well, the reason why those movies are so good is because they're so silly and they're goofy and they're not for everybody. If you're a person that takes shit way too seriously, it's not going to be your kind of movie. But if you want to laugh and just be goofy, they really are awesome movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need more of around here.
It's really just kind of getting your mind off of everything and just kind of belly laughing or just kind of giggling.
Loose and fun.
Now, the Masters of the Universe, that secured second place, $29.3 million domestically, but it cost nearly $200 million to make.
That's a bomb.
Backrooms was in third, again, $25.9 million, so not in third by much.
Yeah, but that thing's already done what it needs to do, and the fact that it's still making money and it's only in selective theaters.
It's at $135 million domestically, $212 worldwide.
I really want you to go see it, Jay Bird. I'm not going to go see it because I'm afraid of it, but I want you to tell us if it's good or not.
I tried to see it yesterday, and it just didn't work out. It's not in all theaters. I think it's about to go to, on streaming.
Okay.
Obsession was fourth, $25.6 million. Another one of those movies that, didn't cost much to make.
I'm wrong. I meant to say I was going to say Obsession, not Four Rooms. I'm a fucking idiot. My bad. Yeah, Obsession's the one I was supposed to see yesterday, and that's supposed to be good, but that's in selective theaters. You haven't heard of Obsession?
No.
I think you'd like it.
Okay. Which one is the horror one?
That's the Four Rooms.
What's Backroom then?
Or Backroom. Worst of the week. Denny's Worst of the Week.
Well, that was quite a moment, huh?
What's the timestamp on that so it's easy to find? How long?
I think Denny's got it. He's in there feverishly pulling other Worst of the Week today.
That's the hardest working man in radio when he has to pull our mistakes.
Oh, my gosh. And that's your movie review, everybody.
Yeah, he's grabbed a few. And Hannah said I wanted to weigh on some of the new movies that are in theaters. Backrooms was okay.
Okay.
But if you haven't been following the lore online, you probably will not like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that might be something to catch up on before you go see it. Obsession and He-Man were both incredible. Please see them in the theater and support the filmmakers. He-Man will not be in the theaters for very long because it's an Amazon Prime movie and they want it on their streaming platform so they get more of the profits there.
I had a bunch of friends check it out over the weekend, and a lot of them did not like it.
Really?
And they're big Masters of the Universe fans.
Okay. Well, we had some call-em-outs that happened today. In fact, I didn't get through all of them. I mean, my gosh, there was just so many that we had to carry some of those off to next week. We've just been sitting here bitching all day long. But some of them were food-related. And one, you were talking about how Guy Fieri is kind of getting called out for not actually eating the food in some of the takes that he does.
Now, some of these might be digitally manipulated with AI, but I watched 2 videos of him pretending to eat stuff. And the first one, there was no food on the fork, and he put it in his mouth and was chewing. And the second one, you could see the food like fly over his shoulder and him still pretend to eat it.
That would be so easy to do on AI.
And I'm so easy to trick.
That would be one of the easier things to do on AI.
But I'm not the only one getting tricked. There's a lot of people online talking about Guy Fieri doesn't eat the food that he judges.
Well, buddy Jim had said, I've been on the set for Triple D, and he ate. Maybe on some shows he doesn't because the food is terrible, but on the one time I saw him, he was eating and swallowing.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. And
I know.
I think he's cool. And if he didn't, we don't know what happens sometimes. Sometimes they miss the shot and you have to go back and get it. Because you can tell the way those reality shows are edited. You go, that's a weird edit. You could tell they forgot something sometimes.
Yeah, they had to go back in.
And I could see that too. I was wondering because I was watching, I don't know, it was one of those shows. I think it was the people who used to be on the Chew. It was just whatever's on TV, and I saw that. And, they were there eating. I was wondering, like, because, I can't eat that much food anymore. I was like, I'm wondering, like, and the one girl who I've seen on there before, she's very tall, very slender, and she was just eating in every shot. I'm like, so is that like her whole meal for the day? Like, how much more is she eating? Because she was just confidently, like, eating through the whole thing. I'm like, but she's rail thin.
Well, remember that one show, Man vs. Food? The guy named Adam? We'd watch that show and you go, that guy's bowels gotta be just saying, I gotta take a break. And then all of a sudden, you didn't see him around for a minute because I think he had to rest his butthole.
His butthole, his O-ring gave out.
Well, he was eating these massive amounts of food. And you're going, oh my gosh, I don't think a donkey could eat that much.
He had to sit on the toilet for a week after.
Well, there is a recovery time, I'd imagine.
Another call him out we have here. Colleen, it said, Kevin, I'm calling you out. You lived here long enough to know what is and isn't the city of Lake Worth Beach. Lake Worth Road and the Turnpike is not it. Neither is your stretch of roadway that you clean up. That is Green Acres. The city of Lake Worth Beach starts at the beach and goes as far east as Congress Avenue and starts Drom the north at the Spillway and goes as far south as just before Lantana Road. That's it. It's not hard. Respectfully learn the geography because yelling at you through my radio is not good for my mental health.
Yeah, you can't fuck up directions around these parts, people. Suits, when he did traffic, if he got anything wrong, whether it was if he pronounced a street name wrong or a city, they were on his ass like flies on a rib roast.
And cruel.
Mean.
So mean.
Hey, dumb fuck.
You don't have to go in on a man's looks because he's doing traffic wrong. Damn.
You four-eyed dick. Let me tell you something.
He needs glasses to see.
They do. People will go in personally on you. You fuck up their city or their traffic.
Yeah, I honestly, I really, a lot of these towns, you can't tell where they begin and where they end. And honestly, I'm not going to commit time to memorize what streets end what cities and what begin the other ones. When it came to the street cleanup, I put in the actual address and it came up Lake Worth Beach. So I don't know. I don't know enough to say that that's Green Acres, but.
No, Kev, they wrote an email, so that means it's real.
I know. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think I am going to learn all the boundaries of every town. It's around this town, but yeah, I can't tell you. I mean, there's too many damn towns, and you go across the street and it's in a different town, so I don't even know.
Look, y'all broke him. I hope you're happy.
He's ranting now about fucking towns. Here we go.
I'm just like, if that bothers you that much, if that's what set you off. I mean, if that's what really gets you going, I don't know what to tell you.
There were too many words in that email for that not to have bothered that person.
Yeah, they're very bothered. I mean, if that's the stuff that gets you going.
You must have a very easy life in every other way.
Right.
Or you've never heard our show before, because we get shit wrong all the time.
I'll just say around these three towns, I don't even know.
And I don't even think you're wrong either.
I don't know that I am. Like I said, I'm going to blame this one on Google because I put in the address and it says Lake Worth Beach. And,
always blame Google.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to take the time. Of all the things I need to learn in life, learning every boundary for every town is not going to be one of them.
You always blame Google or the person who's not in the room. That's
yes.
what you do.
I'll blame Suits. He told me wrong.
Yeah, that four-eyed son of a bitch.
That's it. All on him.
He's doing good, by the way. I talked to him the other day, and he is just taking more and more tests to move up the ranks and be like a real ass conductor.
That's cool.
In charge of the whole train. And he said as soon as he gets to the next level promotion and makes that next level money, he's going to come back down and visit.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Good for him. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm glad he got into a career field where you actually have upward mobility.
And not a Titanic.
Yeah, that's lovely. And earlier, Jaybird, you were talking about the multicolored lizards, like maybe orange and purple and
black
all kinds
too.
of stuff.
Yeah,
black. Yeah, he said those lizards. I think Jaybird might be speaking about are called agamas, Agamas.
Agamas.
We have them everywhere in Port St. Lucie. I have them all over my yard. And they like to take big old poops. But seriously, they are a nuisance.
They're everywhere. And I don't know. It's almost kind of like I saw the iguanas popping up And then these guys started popping up like crazy, and they are all over North Lake Boulevard.
I'm not here for all that lizard poop.
How the fuck do you spell that word?
Agamus?
Yeah, you know what? I'll look it up later.
So they stem from Africa, Asia, and Europe. Apparently, they kill the Florida native lizards.
Damn.
You don't see them anymore. Wow. And that's what that bitch looks like.
That is, that is what I'm talking about.
Okay. Agamus.
No
That's it.
shit.
Yeah.
I love learning about animals.
He's kind of intimidating.
They move. They move so wicked fast.
And they eat the regular natural green ones that are supposed to be here.
Guess so.
Damn.
That's what they're saying. I don't know.
Agamus, you cold.
I don't know much about city boundaries, and I don't know much about lizards.
I do know that lizards love porking, and they love to pork in my yard.
Do lizards respect city boundaries?
No, clearly not. Clearly not. And another invasive species, the South Florida teenager. Talking about the teen takeovers. Thankfully, it didn't happen in Wellington. Everything was calm. But
Thank goodness.
I think that's what it takes. I think they lost the element of surprise, and I think that's big for them. When a city municipality can get ready and they know where it is and they're waiting for you, then, good luck.
This is where we need more parents to be more active and eavesdrop on your teenagers.
Yeah.
If they start planning some shit like this, we got to shut it down.
The one thing I'm surprised, I don't know what the charges are, but I've seen that where they've had in other cities. And sometimes they'll do something like this with the law where they'll put in, let's say, a riot charge. And all of a sudden, it's not just disorderly conduct like you would have, where it's like, okay, you put in a special charge. It's like a mandatory 5 years in prison, stuff like that, where you're like, holy crap. Like
Instigating a
minimum
stampede.
$100,000 fine. Like if they did something like that to say you're going to spend 5 years in prison, it's not even negotiable, and it's a $100,000 fine, then maybe some of these people and saying, look, if we don't get you, your parents will go with it. So
Damn.
Do your parents want 5 years in the pen? And, because this stuff is insane. And if you continue to have lawless cities and that kind of stuff happening, it throws everything out of balance. And then people start going downtown, and then the cities start to slowly erode. You ever wonder how cities, you're like, that city was so great, what happened? That's usually it. You usually start giving too much leniency to truancy and these kind of issues, and then people are like, I'm gonna stay home, or I'm gonna go somewhere else, and then all of a sudden downtown starts to fall into disarray, and then they just kind of take over. That's why you gotta unfortunately, you gotta stand up, be strong on these things, and tough.
I was talking with a parent over the weekend, and they had, I don't know if there's any proof of this, but they said that they believed, other parents believed, that sometimes those kid takeovers, they're not really happening. It's just somebody on social media just making that meme just to get everyone all in a panic, and that there was nothing really even planned, but they just put it on social media to make everyone all fucking...
To see if it would catch fire.
Yep, and no one was even going to go there, but they still get the credit of getting everyone
They might. Clearly
bothered.
some of them have worked, because we have seen what a teen takeover looks like. So however that communication happened,
Yeah.
they are definitely communicating somehow and getting out to it.
Like a copycat, if you will.
Sure.
Of
Gotcha.
a real teen takeover.
Yeah, I could see somebody trolling and trying to do it. People like, I'm not sure what platform, whether it be Snapchat or whatever it is, but it's got to be someplace where I guess they see these coordination efforts and show up.
If they're putting it on Facebook, it's fake, because kids ain't on fucking Facebook. It's old people doing that.
The only time my daughter gets on Facebook is when she takes my phone and she wants to look at what other people's parents are up to.
Yes,
Okay,
but it's
all
the
right.
parents.
That's the only time she cares about Facebook, when she's looking up one of her friends' parents.
And Rana said, you got to watch a trailer for a 1979 movie called Over the Edge. I think it was Matt Dillon's first movie. I actually tried watching the movie. It's kind of a 1970s, 80s bad, which makes it so good. So
I love it.
there you go. You can go watch Over the Edge, maybe about those teen takeovers. So maybe they've been around for a while.
I think they used to play that on HBO.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was a little kid, they would have like the same movies always playing. There's a movie called My Bodyguard that was when I was a little kid that was always on.
That's where I found that movie, was on, because it was always on HBO, and it was beloved in my family. We loved that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a movie. I think it was like the kid got somebody that stood up for him. He's getting bullied really bad, right?
And that Dylan plays a great bully. He is such a prick in that he's so good at being a bully. You really want to punch him. I don't think he's acting in that movie.
Damn.
It's so good.
Yeah, some people were that way. Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. was really good. He was in Weird Science, kind of that rich asshole bully, and I think he's a good actor anyway, but he was great in that.
Yes,
he was so unlikable.
He was.
Which I like, he's pretty good. And Elena had a little issue with a drone flying over her backyard. She said, I knew the person had to be close by to fly it, so I went outside to look around. I saw a van parked in my cul-de-sac.
Oh,
and
damn.
2 guys were there. I went over and I asked if it was their drone. They replied saying yes and explained that they were hired to be there. I asked him for his card, and he said he worked for some third party hired to map out the closest route to I-95. He said he didn't want to park on 95 because it was too dangerous. I said, well, your drone is not doing a very good job because while I'm in the closest house on the street to 95, I'm not right on I-95. I let him know he didn't need to use my backyard to do his mapping, and I didn't want to see his drone over my backyard ever again. I said, this is my privacy that they were impeding on. He said they were finishing up and they would leave shortly. I've not seen them since then, but if I do, I am calling the cops.
Yeah.
She was probably out there in the backyard with them titties out.
And you got balls, too, to walk up to a van with 2 random dudes in there that's flying drones
That is
over your
not recommended.
Yeah, I might just call the cops. Go, I got some weirdos over here. I think there's a drone involved.
Amen.
But I do not like the idea that you can have drones in people's backyards. And don't be surprised if some unhinged motherfucker knocks down the drone. And I'm talking about myself.
I agree. If someone's droning you and you're in your backyard, maybe you do have your titties out and you're sunbathing because you have a fence and you think it's private.
Exactly.
Drones are breaking all the rules.
I don't like it. And honestly, who would like that? If you have kids and there's a drone in your backyard,
That's creepy.
And tell me there's not a parent that would knock down that thing just out
Yeah.
of pure reaction.
Because you don't know if this person is trying to abduct kids in the neighborhood and they're trying to figure out which house the kids live in.
Well, the thing I think they need to do, and as far as I know, I don't know all the regulations around drones. It'd be interesting to know what the rules are. Because somebody said, well, you don't own the air. But at the same time, you would think that you would get a certain clearance level where you can't fly a drone below a certain level over somebody's house. Look, if we want to be respectful and set up things so we don't turn into the Wild Wild West, because you are going to make people upset. Some people are very private. They don't want that kind of stuff going on. And so I agree, like you can't stop a plane from flying over your house, but they're at 30,000 feet.
That's so a different argument. We're not talking about drones in the fucking sky. We're talking about the ones in a yard that are flying down by your window.
That's why I think they need to establish, I don't know, is there a height level where it would be considered trespassing? What would that be?
There is, but it's not for low, it's for high. And because of air traffic, that's why they have it.
So they have a ceiling, but they don't have a floor.
Right.
And who wrote that in? They don't own the air. Stalker McStalkerson? Give me a break. They don't own the air. Well, no shit. They don't own the air. We're not talking about that.
It's creepy. And if you're defending drones being able to fly over people's houses and their yards with their kids and their wives just chilling in the backyard, that's creepy.
They don't own the air, Virginia. Ugh.
Stop being a creep.
Yeah, well, we get that they don't own the air. We're talking about something that goes in your backyard and that's floating to where you could probably grab it if you wanted to.
Yes, and people have. They've hit it with a stick.
Yeah, that's different than the whole air argument, in my opinion.
If it's close enough to where you could hit it with a stick or a baseball bat, that drone has no business above your yard.
Now, it says under federal FAA rules, the lowest a drone can legally fly over private property is within 400 feet above ground level, AGL, is uncontrolled airspace. This means you can fly a drone at rooftop level or slightly lower as long as you stay within that 400-foot ceiling and meet other FAA requirements like registration, line of sight, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't sound like they have a floor for that because it's saying that you can fly a drone at rooftop level or slightly lower. And I don't know if that's right.
I don't think that's right either.
I don't agree with if that's
I
real.
think it's what it is, but I don't think that's right.
It's creepy.
Yeah, I think they need to change that. I think they're going to have some issues.
You definitely need to change that.
And they already do have issues.
They say while FAA rules don't ban low-altitude overflights, property law and privacy laws can make them illegal in practice. In a Supreme Court case, they established that landowners have property rights extending immediately above their land. Courts and state laws often treat flights between 50 and 200 feet above ground level over a home as potentially trespass or invasion of privacy. So it could be the lowest you could ever go would be 50 feet in some areas. 200 is what they have in others. And I feel like something like that should be what it is. Now, I know they could zoom in and all that stuff, but I think it really becomes annoying when it is.
You see it.
Yeah.
Your kids see
It's
it.
flying by your window.
It's creeping you out.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to sunbathe and get no tan lines in the titties.
I don't think you're being unreasonable to say that makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No.
I like more the higher end of that. The 200 feet sounds like a better solution for that. All right. Well, appreciate all the information. If you ever got stuff, get it through to us. Mail at KVJShow.com. If you get me the map of all the city grids, I'll start learning the streets.
You better get practicing.
You're right, I will.
She's going to quiz you.
Give me a quiz by the end of the week.
I love it.
If we're the cross streets of what town are you in?
Paragraph 4.
I'll have it all down. All right, y'all. Enjoy your Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.